When did your ex-wife realize the deadbeat dad was the reason your kids had everything? I walked into the courtroom and saw my ex-wife Amelia sitting with her lawyer, a stack of papers between them that looked 3 inches thick. Her new husband, Henry, sat behind her in a designer suit, arm draped over the back of her chair. The judge called the case, and Amelia's lawyer stood up immediately, laying out the accusations like he'd rehearsed them 100 times. I was an absent father. I never showed up for my custody weekends. I missed soccer games, parent-teacher conferences, birthday parties, school plays. I clearly didn't care about my kids. The lawyer slid a document across to the judge, a detailed log of every missed visitation over the past 18 months. 23 weekends, 41 scheduled events, all documented, all time-stamped, all missed. The judge looked at me over his glasses and asked me directly why I'd missed so many court-ordered visitations with my children. Amelia was crying quietly, dabbing her eyes with a tissue. Henry squeezed her shoulder. I sat there in my wrinkled shirt that I'd worn to my second job that morning, and I didn't have a good answer ready. What the judge couldn't see from those documents was the full picture. For the past 18 months, I'd been working 3 jobs. Morning shift at the warehouse, afternoon shift doing construction, night shift stocking shelves at a grocery store. I slept 4 hours a night if I was lucky, usually in my car between shifts. My custody weekends were Saturdays and Sundays, the only days I could pick up double shifts and overtime pay. Every time I missed a weekend, I texted Amelia explaining I was working. She always responded the same way. Excuses. Meanwhile, her social media told a different story. New SUV in the driveway, kitchen renovation with marble countertops, family vacation to Hawaii with Henry and my kids, caption reading, blessed life. My daughter wore dresses that cost more than I made in a week. In every post, Amelia's friends praised her for being such a strong single mom, and I kept getting thinner. I'd lost 30 pounds. My clothes didn't fit anymore. I had bruises under my eyes that never went away. My coworkers started asking if I was sick, but every 2 weeks, I made my payments. Every single one, on time, documented. Amelia's lawyer showed the judge printed Facebook posts, text messages where I canceled last minute, school records showing I'd never attended a single event. Then Amelia took the stand. She talked about how she had to explain to the kids why daddy never showed up, how they cried on Saturday mornings waiting by the window. She said Henry had stepped up to be the father I refused to be. Her voice cracked when she said my son had started calling Henry dad. The courtroom was silent. Even I almost believed I was the villain in this story. The judge asked about child support payments. Amelia's lawyer smiled and started to say I was behind, but I interrupted. I asked the judge if I could approach with my documentation. He looked surprised, but allowed it. I pulled out my folder and showed him the bank statements. The court-ordered amount was $850 per month. Every statement showed I'd been paying $2,400, triple the requirement. The judge's eyebrows went up. Then I showed him everything else. Private school tuition, $18,000 per year. Sports fees and equipment, $6,000 annually. Medical insurance through my warehouse job, $450 per month. All paid by me, all documented. Amelia's face went pale. Her lawyer had gone completely quiet. Then I showed him the mortgage payments. Her house, the one with the renovated kitchen, $2,100 per month for 18 months. I'd been paying it because she'd called crying that the bank was going to foreclose. That was $37,800. I had every transfer receipt, every text where she thanked me and promised to pay me back. The judge asked Amelia if this was true. She couldn't speak at first, then finally admitted yes, I'd been helping with expenses. The judge cut her off and asked where all her money had gone if I was paying for everything. He looked at Henry in his designer suit, then at the Hawaii vacation photos. Amelia just cried. The judge asked me directly why I'd missed my custody weekends. I told him I worked 3 jobs to pay for it all. The only way to afford everything was double shifts on weekends. I missed my kids every day, but I couldn't let them lose their school, their home, their life. The judge reviewed my documents one more time, then made his ruling. Primary custody awarded to me, effective immediately. Child support reduced to the state minimum, $400 per month, to be paid by Amelia, and she was ordered to repay me $37,800 for the mortgage payments with interest. Her lawyer tried to object, but the judge said any mother who would drag a father to court while he financially supported her lifestyle wasn't acting in the children's best interest. Amelia was sobbing. Henry looked like he might throw up. I walked out of that courthouse with full custody. Turns out when you're not paying someone else's mortgage and triple child support, you can actually afford to be a parent.